Today was very, very bittersweet for me because first day of combining, that was always something me and my dad did together. We would always go out by ourselves. It was just us. I would run grain cart for him and run vehicles around while he combined, and yeah, just missing him a lot today because that was always something we did together. So, started combining, I probably made it, what, 50 yards, if that? And
yeah.
I just couldn't get the header to go down low enough on the auto, and I didn't want to just ram it into the ground, so I don't know what's going on with that, if we just didn't set it right or what, but guys from Titan are coming out, they're going to give me a hand with that. Got that issue, got to set up the true sight still yet, and then probably just make minor adjustments to some other stuff. Drew's gonna just give me a run through on other little small things just to make it easier. But yeah, when I was going, I didn't notice that from up here it doesn't look that bad until you back up and look at it, but just looking over there it doesn't look too bad, like the stocks are too high. But once I got out this, I realized the stock stompers were above the cutting height, so...
Yeah, I bet you're a foot or more high.
Yeah, just higher than it should be,
yeah. You're way up. But,
so,
hey, good thing is I had the drone up and I could see corn going into the hopper, so, and there's a bunch of... Look behind it, and there's just a bunch of ears with no corn on them, so... Yeah, it's working. I looked behind and just kind of scratched around a bit, and I didn't see any kernels back there really in the couple spots I looked, so that's pretty good. Tested the moisture?
Yep, I tested the moisture and it went from 17.3, 17.2, and 17.6, so probably gonna go ahead until I get a different reading. But
yeah, that's pretty awesome. It dropped a few points within a couple days here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 80 some degrees, windy now again, and it's like, you kind of knew this should happen, but it was taking a long time over the last 10 days or 7 days, so I think it's awesome that you can at least get started, work the kinks out here before you're dropped 5 points and everything needs to come out immediately, so.
Yeah, for that little bit it feels good just to run it and be back in the combine, but yeah, they're gonna come out and give me a hand on trying to figure out everything. So all the Titan guys have left. I've taken the headlands off. We got the header height set, so that's all right now. Got a little bit of cleanup on where I had my corners, just because when I was planting them, I did them kind of goofy, and I didn't know if I was one too far over or one too far to the other way. So gotta pick those up, and then I'm gonna try and come up with a way where I can get down to the other end. This is a mile-long field, so about halfway down, a little under, I got a dump once for sure. Yep, this is a super long field. I don't have anybody driving grain cart for me tonight, just because it's about, I think it's, 5:30 right now, and I didn't really want to make anyone come out this late and probably work for 2 hours, so then I didn't know that everything would be done by now. It's going pretty good. I gotta open up this driveway right here, because that's the only way we can get trucks in and out of the field. Go right out there, get in out of the field, turn around in the yard, because where the tractor's coming down the road, or on the north side of the field, you just can't get trucks in and out of there very good. So yeah, that's how we've always just done it. And yeah, it's not the best way to do it in my eyes, but it is what it is. Got to do about 3 or 4 passes to open it up really good. Well, it's a good thing I got a short walk across the road to get a truck. It's right over there. One thing I will say about that head and the stripper plates, they're kind of spring loaded, so if a stalk gets grabbed and the ear falls off, it won't just hit the stripper plate and shell and drop a bunch of corn on the ground. If it does that and hits, it'll just kind of bounce. But just kind of scratching around here, I'm not seeing much of anything. There's a little bit, but that's probably just from the rotor. Got chewed it up a bit. But yeah, just scratching around. I'm not seeing much of anything for corn laying on the ground anyway, which is a really good sign that we went with the right head. But we'll have to see. Just keep looking at it throughout the year and make sure that it's still doing what it's supposed to. I know you're supposed to clean out underneath those plates every night, just to ensure that they're still spring loaded and there's not a bunch of gunk underneath them where it'll hold it up. But then looking at just the cobs on the ground, I've seen one with just a couple kernels on it, but all of them are cleaned really well like that. So yeah, I am more than very happy with how that head is working, because I know that old gearing off we had, it wasn't bad by any means, but it would still leave quite a bit on the ground compared to this anyway. Remember how to run this. I've ran it a lot in the past, but every year it gets challenging, just not doing it for a long time. truck and the combine now. I'm probably only gonna be able to grab the end rows and then fill that other truck. We can't, right now we're only gonna run 2 trucks for tomorrow. This field next to me has really changed just in the last 2 days, so probably get done with this field and then probably switch over to beans and do that field. Just, it looks ready, I haven't checked it, but hopefully we can get this field knocked out tomorrow, and then we'll be able to start doing some beans the next day. But if I can get done with all the end rows and everything goes smoothly tomorrow and there's not a long line at the elevator, then definitely should be able to, but never seems to work like that, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna probably spend a few more hours tonight and knock the rest of this out. But I just can't get over how nice this head is, going from an 8-row to a 12-row, and probably about 10 years newer, all the different features it has, or whatever you want to call it. Super nice to have. But yeah, sun's getting pretty low in the sky, so hopefully I can get it knocked out before it gets too dark, but we'll have to see. Well, I got another full grain cart, so I got called for a ride. So I'm gonna run the full truck back to the yard, and then the other truck I want to fill tonight is still at my place, so I got to get a ride back there, and then probably fill that one up. And I'm gonna contemplate filling grain cart yet tonight. I think it's 8:30, so we'll have to see once I get everything moved around, the other truck filled, grain cart unloaded. We'll have to see what time it is, but more than likely I'm still gonna fill it up tonight just to give us a little more time in the morning. But yeah, it's going really good. I haven't really been looking at the bushels per acre. Kyle called and asked me how many was doing. I can't find the actual thing that'll tell you the average of the field, but yeah, he asked me how it's been doing. I told him if you watch the instant counter, you'll go crazy because it'll shoot from 350 down to like 150. It'll just bounce around. Yeah, I can't watch that. I'll drive myself nuts if I tried to. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find where that actual field average is. I found one, I can't remember what it's called, bushel counter, but it's on 123,000 bushels. So I'm guessing that was from all of last year, and it has never been reset. Well, ran and grabbed the other truck. And yeah, super dark out tonight. But gonna unload this and then unload the grain cart, unload what's left in the combine into the grain cart, and then probably gonna take the grain cart home for the night and just call it a day, because yeah, I just don't like doing this stuff in the dark all that much. Seems for us anyway, that's when stuff starts getting broke, and then yeah, then you're down the next day. Truck's full, so I'm gonna bring it over to the yard for in the morning, and then just gotta unload the combine now. back at the shed now. I believe the 620 is done. I seen the technician driving around in it, and I never heard anything back, so I would assume it's fixed as long as they know. I know I would never do it just driving it down the road. It would have to be pulling something for it to start getting too hot on the intake. But yeah, so that's done. I was gonna just talk a little bit, but got the end rows opened up on that field, and yeah, tomorrow should be a pretty big day. If you like today's video, leave a comment if you got something that you need us to hear. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Yeah, guys, so we'll pick it back up tomorrow morning. You guys have a good one.